Hi quilters, it's May, so it's time to pick our project of the month to work on. So in January we started out with 12 projects, and each month we're picking one project to work on. Last month we worked on project number 3, and mine was a half-finished tumbler quilt. I had the rows put together, but I needed to just get those rows sewed together. As I was making it, I discovered it was going to be quite a large quilt, 88 by 120, which was bigger than I expected and needed. So I decided I wanted to make 4 lap quilts instead. So they each would be about 44 by 60. So this is how they turned out. So I have 4 of them. The nice thing is each of them look a little different. 3 of the sides have half tumblers, and the top side has full tumblers. So each of them are a little bit different. If you put the 4 quarters together, you can see how it makes a big quilt. The fun thing I had enough binding for the large quilt if I'd kept it one big quilt. So I was able to get 2 of the bindings out of that piece of fabric, or the binding that I'd already cut. The other 2 quilts I needed binding for, and I just went through my scrap bucket and found enough matching strips of fabric of my 2.5-inch bucket, and got bindings for the other 2. So they don't all have the same binding on them, but it is close. So it feels really good to have gotten those tumbler blocks put together and sewn up. And what I plan to do with these 4 lap quilts is to donate them. Not quite sure where I'm going to donate them yet. The other thing that I did with these is I pieced my batting to get big enough pieces. I had a lot of little pieces that I'd saved up, and it was nice to use those up too. So that's how my tumbler quilt worked out. I hope you were able to work on your project 3. So now let's pick what our project for May will be. I took out the numbers of the ones that we've already done, so they're not in here, and I've got all the numbers in the bucket. So now we're just going to pick. I wonder what we'll pick. I hope it's a good one. I don't want to work on I don't want to work on number 10. So let's see. Oh, 10's still in there. We're going to be working on project number 2. So let's see what my project number 2 is. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Oh, this is one I've been wanting to work on because the season is coming quickly. So these are 2 layer cakes. I took the cardboard out so they'd lay flat in my smaller bucket. And I'm going to be working on this pattern called confetti cake. It usually just takes 1 layer cake, but I wanted to use both of these 2 layer cakes together. So it's the Isabella line, and there is a woven line and then regular cotton prints, and I wanted to use them together. So I'm going to be making 2 sets of blocks, combining the wovens and the prints to get a larger quilt than the pattern calls for, but I can't wait to see how that turns out. We hope you will remember to hit the like button, leave us a comment, tell us how you're doing on your projects of the month. Make sure you share with your quilting friends and subscribe so you can see what we're going to do the rest of the year. Thanks for watching, and happy quilting!